Camcat Publishing presents They Split the Party by Elijah Menchaca. Narrated by Ciulla. To my wings, who makes me feel like I can fly. Oblivion. It was said that Oblivion's architect had declared the prison inescapable. The prison was built on a tiny island in supernaturally rough waters, every cell constructed from floor to ceiling of solid iron. Its doors were sealed to open only at the touch of a guard. To test the architect's claim, the emperor who'd commissioned it had the architect himself imprisoned inside. He never got out. Ink chuckled to herself, thinking about the story. Somewhere in there, she supposed, was a moral about being consumed by her life's work. Most likely spun by someone who'd never worked a day in their lives, but still felt the need to lecture others about it. If it was true, she felt no pity for the architect. If he couldn't rise above his own creation, that was his own fault, to say nothing of his poor choice of employer. High Inquisitive? Ink was dragged back to the present by the guard in front of her, who was nervously eyeing the cell she'd requested access to. This one had to be new. Guards who'd spent any real time in Oblivion were well past the point of being afraid of the place. "Yes, thank you," she said, waving him off dismissively. "You can go. I'll call when I'm finished." The guard shifted nervously, like he was working up the nerve to say something, and Ink felt a wave of dread descend upon her. Hands folded, lips pressed together, she waited, silently daring him to say something. "It's against the rules for visitors to be left alone with prisoners." Now she knew he was new. Ink gave a sharp inhale, and the guard flinched. Ink was beige-skinned, with sharp, unnaturally blue eyes and hair that stood out against otherwise rounded features but perfectly matched the softly glowing glyphs on the sleeves of her thin-layered summer robes. She carried herself like a person of power, both the kind that made people listen to her and the kind that could turn people to ash with a flick of her fingers. "Who dictated these rules to you?" Ink asked. "The warden, High Inquisitive." "And who does the warden work for?" The guard trailed off. To his minimal credit, he figured out where Ink was going with this. Oblivion was operated by the Academy. Its wardens and all personnel under them answered to it. And to all but—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?